Richmond should be coming up here now, crossing that. Again, going, appears, looks like twice as fast as everyone else. Probably not quite that, but at a very high rate of speed. HPD keeping its distance with a number of units. We're really seeing very little close proximity of the HPD units. They have been staying back the whole time. White Caravan should be coming up to the toll booth now. Probably going to go left here, stay in the left-hand lanes to go to the easy tag lanes. Of course, don't know if that's an easy tag equipped car. That'd be one more violation. And I should be coming up here, as you can see the markings there, so this should be any moment now. Passing very close between a vehicle there and a motorcycle. Coming up on Westheimer now. Again, this is a White Caravan going northbound on the Beltway, going through the toll lanes, just flying right through there. Again, not much traffic. This is, if anything, allowing this person to go unencumbered, unimpeded. Now running into some traffic going way to the outside lanes. HPD has been in pursuit now for about 25 minutes. It started in southwest Houston. Apparently, this person is suspected of a car burglary. We do not know if this caravan is the car involved. It should be approaching Memorial now, again on Beltway 8, headed north on the west side of Houston. Encountering a little more traffic, but so far no incidents that we know of. HPD has been holding back quite a few lengths, as this person pretty much has been able to be unencumbered, as they have taken now HPD on a chase for about 25 minutes. Again, this started in the southwest part of town, went southwest on the Southwest Freeway, almost to Richmond, where the person decided to turn around, made a U-turn, crossed the median. Now you're going to see crossing I-10 now, again heading northbound on the Southwest Freeway on the west side of Houston, on Beltway 8. White Dodge Caravan. Going on now for about 25 minutes. HPD keeping its distance, as both officers in patrol units as well as their helicopter in pursuit. So far without incident. Have not seen this vehicle strike any other vehicles. Has come close. But so far they're staying in relatively uncongested freeway lanes and have not been slowed down at all. HPD again pursuing this for 25 minutes from the southwest part of town. Okay, as you can see, the traffic getting heavier, and we can expect that to continue to happen before we're seeing this person into the emergency lane on the far left-hand side. There'll be more toll booth areas to go through, but at this time of the day, easy tag lanes shouldn't slow them down any. And apparently this person suspected of burglarizing a vehicle is why the police became interested and must have responded to through a report of that. Now to about Kentwood on the Beltway, west side of Houston, Beltway 8, headed north, White Caravan, being pursued by a number of HPD units as well as their HPD helicopter. So far without incident. Person able to stay on the freeways that on this afternoon have been relatively free of heavy traffic. Approaching Clay Road now as this person continues to make their way north on Beltway 8. HPD has not come really even close from the part that we have been able to see with our cameras from our Air 11 helicopter. They have been staying back the entire chase a number of car lengths. And this person has been virtually unstopped the whole time. There's been not really a time when they've had to slow down except to turn around, as we mentioned, on the Southwest Freeway, making a U-turn across the median and actually heading back north inbound to Houston, then taking an exit off onto Beltway 8, heading north on the Beltway. Now we're on Clay Road, again heading north, now north of I-10 on Beltway 8, going through another toll lane area now. Side easy tag lanes, right behind another car, narrowly missing that car. Okay, now it's That's the first time that this person's really had to negotiate through heavier traffic there. And we expect that traffic to get heavier and heavier as they move north here, potentially. Having to negotiate those cars that are slowed up somewhat coming out of the toll booths, but not really being slowed down by having to go through the toll booth lanes. Having to weave a little bit more now. Traffic has increased somewhat. But for all times of the day, this is probably one of the times during daylight hours when the freeways are least congested. Wider shot now of Beltway 8 as HPD continues to pursue a white Dodge Caravan. Chase started in southwest Houston nearly a half hour ago. Person suspected of burglarizing a vehicle. We do not know if this is the vehicle involved, so therefore we do not know if this is a stolen vehicle. Started in the Willcrest area of southwest Houston. On Willcrest, the pursuit lasted for some time there. Headed southwest on the southwest freeway. Then the person made a U-turn down around Highway 99, came back north on the southwest freeway, then took a exit off onto the Beltway and is now heading north on the Beltway. Now clear past I-10 and continue to head north now. Should be heading east here eventually if they stay on Beltway 8. HPD has both units on the ground pursuing. No incidents so far, no close calls yet. Also has their helicopter following this person. As you can see there, they're hitting the repaved section of Beltway 8. That lasts for about 5 miles, I believe, as they continue to head north on Beltway 8, now encountering some more heavy traffic, or heavier traffic. So far, though, the traffic has been very light, allowing this person to drive well in excess of the speed limit. We'd have to assume maybe 80 miles an hour or so, don't know. Weaving somewhat now to get through the traffic. So far, no close calls. HPD's own patrol units have not come as far as we have been able to see since the chase has been picked up by Air 11. They've pretty much let this person a good amount of leeway and are letting them run it out. Again, this is all happening on the west side of Houston, Beltway 8, now in northwest Houston, on that repaved area, which is just now leaving. White Dodge Caravan. Apparently the person burglarized a vehicle. Now we're about at 229, the Fallbrook Road area as well there. 249 is coming up. Northwest side of the county of Houston. White Dodge Caravan potentially being driven by a person suspected of burglarizing either that vehicle or some other vehicle. HPD started chasing this person over a half hour ago in southwest Houston. A chase that so far has seen no incidents really of close calls. A few times when this vehicle has come close to other cars, but no collisions that we have seen. And the vehicle looks to be in good shape, has not been damaged. HPD keeping its distance, has a number of units in pursuit, as well as the HPD helicopter. This is now at about the 249 area of Beltway 8, northwest Houston. Still able to negotiate through the traffic pretty easily. Apparently about at Fairbanks, North Houston, I'm being told. About to cross 249 now. And as you can see, occasionally there you'll see the HPD helicopter crossing.
Last week was also in Texas. We don't see these very often in Texas, but the helicopters are getting awfully good at this because they've been on this thing for 25 minutes solid. This one we decided to bring you again. Burglary is what the guy inside is wanted for.
Yep, the chase started in northwest Houston, we're told. It's a white Dodge Caravan. It's going northbound on Beltway 8 on the west side of Houston. If the person, as Trey said, suspected of burglarizing a vehicle. And we're told at this point the HDP, the Houston Police Department, keeping a bit of a distance on this suspect. You know, they handle these things as carefully as they can. They said already this guy's U-turns, so they are concerned for the safety of all the people around this car. But we don't see the police in this shot, so it stands to, it's supported by the fact that we're told that they are keeping it at a distance, but you can bet they are watching all of this on the choppers and that they are likely close by.
And in Houston, they're very particular. They follow the policies because each agency has a different policy. The Highway Patrol or the state troopers will have a different policy than the Houston Police Department. Houston Police Department, a lot more liability and a lot less money than the state overall has, so they're very, very careful about these car chases, and what they do is they categorize how elegant. You see him slowing down. Slowing down. He's going to turn. Oh, this is bad.
Another Yui.
Apparently, you can turn around right there, going against traffic. This apparently is an on-ramp, I guess, and he's going directly against traffic. This is not good. Oh, this is bad. It's bad. Oh, but he.
And that car's thinking, what on earth are you doing?
Son of a gun. I was just saying that, you know, what they do is they categorize these from how dangerous these guys are. Clearly, this guy just became a lot more dangerous. So now they may pick this chase up a little bit and try to end it a lot earlier than they had anticipated. If he was a burglary suspect, they might just let it go on. It looks like that something has kind of happened to his rear right wheel. Hard for us to see right now, but this guy clearly has picked back up speed and is back on a surface road off of the 8 Beltway.
Yeah, he's moving along at a pretty fast clip, as we pointed out. And, you know, often in these things, more often when we see them in L.A., they tend to get into the neighborhoods and start winding around. But the last one we saw in Texas, as you well remember, stayed out there on the highway, and it was characterized by some unbelievable stunt drop by him. We're not sure if that is an undercover vehicle or an unmarked patrol car, if it's just simply another innocent bystander sharing the roadways with this driver who is driving very fast and very unpredictably. As you can see him just hop a curb to get around and not have to wait at all.
Ahead of the individual, they are able to place those spike strips on the roadway. The car passes over him, gets a flat tire, which under normal situations would bring the chase to a halt. But there have been occasions when some drivers, even with no tires on the vehicle, continue to drive. But as you see right there in your picture, there's an HPD cruiser right behind this individual driving in this white Dodge Caravan. They're trying to keep a close eye on this person because they have been very evasive on the highway. They have been moving in and out of traffic. They've gone from actually southwest Houston out to the Richmond area, come back into the city of Houston, and now they're heading north. They were heading north on the Beltway. In an unusual maneuver, the driver of that white Caravan almost did a U-turn to the right on what would be considered an on-ramp to a freeway or an interstate. He went facing traffic, then made another U-turn to his left to get on the feeder road. And there were HPD cruisers in hot pursuit right behind.
HPD in pursuit both with patrol cars. As you see one coming up there, he's passing some of those patrol cars. Don't know if that's HPD or not. Apparently this is right at about Ella. He returned, he got back on Beltway 8 at Ella. He'd been on the feeder road for a number of miles, now back on the main lanes. He's coming up on the North Freeway, I-45, Greenspoint area. Just moments away from that, which would be an opportunity to possibly go north or south or stay right on this eastbound part of the Beltway. Be approaching the Intercontinental area shortly.